Joined us. Let us know where you're watching us from. It's important, right? It's important, and I hope your morning is going well. Okay, so begin. I'm going to begin very soon. I just hope you just stick to the ingredients. Stick to the ingredients and see why I set up. I'm going to just set up the cooking. Yes. Okay. I'm going to set up the cooking. I'm going to set up and just we begin. Okay, so we are back. We are back. So I'm going to get the flame up before we can begin. Okay. Now pot is open. So we begin cooking proper. Okay, so by I'm going to start by we're going to pour palm oil first. Palm oil into the pot, very important. Yes, just check the quantity. It's important to manage that. So watch it and see. Watch it and see. When it becomes transparent, then we continue with the other part. As for now, it's still on fire. So it's still on fire. If you've joined us, let us know where you're watching us from. How is your day going? It's important we know that. It's important we know that. Okay, so the oil. The oil is hot now, so I'm going to add water to the egusi, just a little water. I'm going to add water to the egusi. Okay, we don't need to allow the oil to get hot so much. So the egusi is ready. The next will be to add crayfish. Someone will say there's a lot of crayfish, but well, we are cooking, and sometimes you need to use a lot of crayfish. Okay. So right away, I'm going to go in with our egusi. If you just joined us, let us know where you're watching us from. Okay. Very, very important to see you here. So remember, if you just joined, I'm making egusi soup. Egusi soup is a Nigerian soup. I'm making egusi soup. So we're going to let it fry as it forms lumps. I'm going to let it fry. So how are you? How is it going? See my kitchen. We just added the egusi is frying. As it's frying, other things are already here. I will be adding pepper. Okay, not all, not quite the way you might. So I need you to tell me your favorite Nigerian soup. If you're a Nigerian, if you're not a Nigerian, just stay tuned as we cook. Okay, once this forms tiny lumps, we will know that it is ready for me to add the others. Okay, so let's discuss. How is your day going? Today is the last day of January. I hope you're happy, and I hope you're ready to get into the new month that is coming, right? I hope, and I'm sure you are ready for the new month. Okay, so let's keep it going. Uh-huh. Uh, Someone said hi. Oh, okay, yes, my number one fan, Esther. Esther said hi. Um, Hi Esther. I hope you're having a nice day. I hope things are working out well for you. I know what happened, but I know that you are strong. Okay? So thank you for your support always, for being here. I don't take it for granted. I don't take it for granted at all. So we would know it's getting there. Just make sure you keep stirring to avoid. Okay, so just make sure you keep stirring to avoid the lumps. So I would show you the rest of the ingredients you have. In case you're just here, you're just coming, I'll show you the rest. You know, AC said by God's grace, of course. Uh, we have cow skin, we have our meat, goat meat that we are using. We have our bitter leaf. We have the pepper which we've added. See our dry fish. You have this, our stock cubes. Then you have your achi. Okay, that's going on well. So, still back to it. Still back to it. We continue. Let's add our meat. Once you can see has formed lumps. So what I'm going to do is to add the rest. Like I said, this is boiled, well cooked. Okay, well cooked. Then you have your cow skin. Trying to be very careful. And your cow skin. This is the stock, well cooked. So you can add it. Make sure it goes in. I'll still add a little water, but it's after adding everything. I'll still add a little water. Yeah, you don't want the pot to overflow, so you turn it carefully, carefully. And remember, because it's a goosey, you have to be turning to make sure at this stage it doesn't burn. Okay, make sure at this stage it doesn't burn. So I'm going to be adding a little water. I'll rinse out one of the plates, and then I'll add a little water. Okay, so if you've joined us, how is your day going? Are you okay? Are you having a nice day? Are you okay? Are you having a nice day? You know, just see what we are doing here. Trying to turn it in such a way that it does not doesn't overflow. Okay, turning it well. So we're going to cover it and see what happens here. Before we cover, I think I can add my ube. Like I told you initially that we didn't blend it, but it can dissolve easily. So when I come back, I will check it out. So I'm going to cover. Okay, so I will read comments now. I'll read comments. Yeah. Yeah, Esther says, wow, rich egusi soup, especially with bitter leaves. You can say that again. Okay, so remember, as you're cooking, you would also be clearing off to make sure that is, everything is neat. So I'm removing the ones that are not clean again, and then we'll set this up. Okay, so that's that. The egusi is still cooking. We're going to allow it to simmer. We're going to allow it to simmer. We're going to allow it to simmer. So we're still making our soup. We're still making our soup. So Esther says, wow, rich egusi soup, especially with bitter leaves. So let me know your favorite soup and what you like to pair. So I would like to know what you would use to pair. Just cooking and simmering. So I will take out the dirty dishes. It's always important to clean up. You know. So, did you see my last video? The last video I dropped there yesterday, long form video. Okay, I don't know if you saw the long form video. It's very uh, Nigerian. That's the way to put it. Palm oil stew, and I'm sure you enjoyed every bit of it. Okay, sure you enjoyed every bit of it. So I'm just trying to, clear the dirty ones, set them off. I'm leaving this one because that's where the spoons are, and I still need water, so I'll leave them. I still have my cubes here, the bitter leaf that we'll be using, and then we have the archer that we would use to thicken it if it needs to be thickened. Remember, we're still cooking a goosey soup. So how is your day going? I need you to tell me, are you okay? Are you happy? I also need you to tell me what you would pair with the egusi soup. Is it fufu? Is it gari? Is it semo? Is it poundo? Whichever way. Some people use different methods to cook their egusi soup. Some use the boiling method. But let me be honest with you, nothing beats the frying method. The frying method is absolutely tasty. You fry it, it forms lumps, and then you continue with your cooking. Already I'm using dry fish, I'm using cow skin. Cow skin is very important, very important, very important for the soup, Nigerian soups. Cows is very important, and you cook it till it's very tender before you can use it. And then you have goat meat. Goat meat is what I'm using. You can use chicken. Some people say chicken does not belong in soup. I don't believe that. What do you think? Do you think chicken belongs in Nigerian soups? And then I'm also using dry fish. You can use smoked fish. I love smoked fish a lot. If you've been following Chanty's Kitchen, if you're my regular viewer, you would know that I always talk about smoked fish. Okay, so the soup is still simmering. I'm going to go dump this in the sink to wash quickly, and then we'll return to see what's happening. Meanwhile, we'll just focus on what's left here to be done. Give me a few seconds, and then we'll talk. Tell me how you are. How are you? Is everything okay? Matthew Chuku said hi Matthew Chuku. So I like pounded yam. Okay, with such risk is always the best. I agree. Okay, I agree. So let us know where you're watching us from, and how your day is going. Remember, we are still making a goosey soup. If you're just joining us, I'm going to open here. Okay. Let's see. You can see it simmering. Let's see how that is going. Okay. Wow. You know my favorite exclamation. Oh wow, this is very very thick. I don't even think we need to add the arching because you can see that it's thick as thick can be. I might even have to add a little water. Okay, I have to add a little water. This is very very thick. Okay. I'm trying to make sure it doesn't overflow, so that's why maybe adding water might be. Okay, so the next thing we'll be adding, we're going to add salt. Let's add salt, not so much. Then our seasoning cubes. I have 4 here, but I will begin with 2. I don't like using it that much, so I'll begin with 2. 2 is like 1, and then we see how it goes. Let's turn it to 1. See, I'm not sweating while I'm trying to get it done, get it turned. Oh. So this is for Saturday lunch. What are you having for lunch? I need you to drop it in the comment section. Let us know what you're having for lunch. And we keep coming. We keep, coming back for live sessions like this whenever I have time. Some period can be hectic, but this is okay. Can you see how thick the soup is? So you don't even need, I'm not going to add the thickener again. If it was watery, I would have done that, but there is no need. Okay, so I added, I'm going to test it now to know. This is so nice. Okay, so tasty. So we are almost done even. Next, our bitter leaf. I'm using bitter leaf. I'm going to separate it well. So are you, when you're cooking, do you cook and wash immediately? Or do you wait for it to pile up? Honestly, I cook and wash. I don't like seeing dishes. So I'm using this one because I need to turn it well. I might add more, but I want to be sure. Bitter leaf can be overpowering if it still has slight bitter taste. Yeah, so I need to be sure that it is what it is supposed to be. Okay. So are you still there? If you're there, say hi, Chanty's Kitchen. You're doing well. Drop a heart, say something. Tell people to comment that Chanty's Kitchen is cooking up a storm. It's cooking up a storm, so they need to be, they need to know that things are happening here. Okay? I don't know. We might go off to, but I would like for us to even plate. Plate it. Yes. So when I'm done turning, I'm going to cover it for a bit. Vegetables, you don't allow it to overcook. Maybe a minute or 2. And you realize that our soup is done. I think it was faster because I've already prepped everything. Yes, if we started with boiling of meat and all that, it would have taken a longer time. Okay, so I would reply to messages once this is done. Ever. Like, it's boiling if you're there, and our soup is ready. So I'm going to quickly clear off things. we didn't get to use this again, so I'll keep it for next time. And even the extra seasoning cube, I just use a little. Like I said, I don't use much of that. So um, our bitter leaf too was left to be kept for next. I'll come back, clean up here, and then we would wait. So if you're there, have you answered all the questions? All the questions I asked. I did ask a lot of questions. Okay, so the water is boiling. I can hear the sound, but it's important to always clean up. Okay, so I'm cleaning quickly, and then we're going to make our yellow garlic. I don't know how you make your own. People have different styles, right? But I make it by adding the water directly into the garlic. I add the water, so I'm getting things ready for plating. Okay. Getting things ready. I'm going to also show you how to plate it. Okay, so I will make the garri and then I'll show you how to plate it. Meanwhile, wait for the water to boil. I'm sure you can hear the sound. Yeah, so that's that. And then we get ready to plate our. Let me show you again our egusi soup. I need you to drop a comment if you can feel it from there. Okay, so let's see. I would like to reply. Okay, yes, Esther says, hi Chanty, this soup, is it for the weekend? Yes, it is for the weekend, my darling. It is for the weekend. Thank you for joining and watching. Okay, so we are getting ready for plating and all that. Getting ready. Okay, so this is me here. Getting ready. I'll also show you how you can, mold your garri when it is done. This is the yellow garri. Some people don't like yellow garri. Some people prefer the white one. But I think the yellow one is healthier because it contains palm oil. Palm oil is rich in vitamin A, which is good for the eye. Okay, so we're almost ready to do that. Let me go get the hot water. Meanwhile, just keep looking at the soup. I think the water is still taking a long time. I wanted it to be hot, but not so hot. Okay, so another question. I hope you've answered the other one. Do you prefer white or yellow garri? Do you prefer, what's your best Nigerian soup? Okay, let us know. Drop it in the comment section. I will just check and answer that, and then I will also show you other techniques. We're going to run at least one technique on how to just quickly mold your eba. Okay, so let's see the water again. Okay, so our hot water is, yeah, you can see it's ready. So quickly pour it. That's how I make my own. We add directly into the garri. Some pour the garri into hot water, but I pour inside the garri to weigh it so that you don't end up eating more than you bargained for. So you add it gradually and see the quantity that it can take, and then you know that you're good. Okay, so we are making it. Are you seeing what we are doing? Okay, are you seeing what we are doing? Making our ever. And yeah, it's Chanty's kitchen. In my kitchen, Saturday, last day of January, cooking up a storm, a beautiful storm lunch. Okay, yes. So it is ready. Now I'll show you. Set this aside. I'll show you how to plate. Okay, yeah, we are using. Um, we are going to use waterproof for this. I've shown that before, but it's important I show you again. So first um, you take this, and then it's hot to and then you put it inside the waterproof. I'm just going to do one because it's very, very hot. Okay, so these things are easy. When you go to a restaurant, you see them, that's how they plate. And it becomes simple and cheap. Okay, so you see. So I'm just going to drop only one because, look at it. See, not beautiful. Should we do it again? Okay, let's have two molds. Let's have two molds in case you're just joining. In case you're just joining, see what we're doing. Yes. Then you roll, and then what do you do? Ta-da! I needed to say hey wherever you are. Okay, so next we're going to get the soup. I'm getting another spoon for the soup. Okay, just hold on, focus on the other and the soup. Okay, so let's begin to plate. Let's begin to plate. So I'm going to cover. Okay, so there you have it for today. Our soup is ready. Okay, so I'm going to go remove the gloves for this one, this hand, and come and show you how we do it. Okay. Yes, you can take a look and see how lovely and yes how it is. Okay, so do I have okay let me see see. So if you're here, just say hi, I'm here. We would know that you are here. Okay, so let's okay, yes, I say salivating here. Esther says I like pounded yam with salt soup. It's always my best combo. Okay, so our soup is basically ready. So we are going to do the needful. Let me start. My balls are always small. This one is even quite big. And then you take the soup. Mm. And then it's still hot. So you have to be careful. I wanted to take the meat, but it's still hot. Okay. Let's see. Very hot. Ah. mm. Mm, 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 mm. I wanted to eat this meat, but the heat is not allowing me. I want to eat it. And okay, let's see. Mm. mm. Mm-hmm. I must eat this meat. It's like very soft. Mm? If you want to join me, you know what to do. Prepare your own and enjoy. So, from Chanty's Kitchen, I hope you enjoyed this session. Okay? If you have a question, you can ask me. We'll do this from time to time, whenever I have time, whenever I'm ready to cook. And I hope you will enjoy cooking with me. So, see you next time. Chanty's Food is all love from Chanty's Kitchen. Bye bye and God bless. Let's focus on the food as we go back to finish eating.